Today on the Late Afternoon Show, we'll be interviewing a very unique guest, as the role he played in helping the poor individuals abandoned by the government, suffering at the abuse of those who thought of themselves as their betters, the man, the myth, the legend, John Clarkson!
See, Alex?
So John, tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I'm John Clarkson, as I'm sure you all know. I'm currently waiting to be married to my fiancée back in England, and I'm lieutenant in the British Navy, although that's not why you have me here, is it, Alex?
No, it's not, John. Please continue.
Like I said, I was in the British Navy, although that's not part of my life I'm too fond of remembering. Instead, I'm proud of the role I played helping those poor folks in Birchtown and Nova Scotia, along with everyone else I could help, gain past to Sierra Leone, which was a black colony in Africa.
Well, why don't you tell us what it was like? Give us an inside look.
Well, it started with me going to Birchtown, and can I be honest with you, Alex?
Why? We're all friends here, John. Say whatever's on your mind.
Well, I was honestly quite nervous about the whole thing. I mean, we were really going on new territory here. A community for equal rights for blacks and whites. This is unheard of in a time full of oppression and slavery for black people.
So if you knew all this, you knew the backlash you were going to receive from the white community. Why did you do it is the million-dollar question, I suppose.
The right thing to do, Alex. These people had gone through hell. Some even worse, and yet they still showed the strength, the tenacity to live good lives to the Lord. I knew these people deserved something that they truly needed to have in their lives. Some peace, and somewhere they could raise their kids in peace. And that is what mattered most. Despite all the stress, despite everything, that is what matters most, Alex.
Surely, though, you didn't do it all on your own. You're an extraordinary man, John. But even you can only do so much by yourself.
Well, Alex, you'd be right there. I did have a couple sources of help, such as from the Sierra Leone Company, which provided supplies for the trip, and from the most remarkable woman I've ever met.
Well, who would this person be?
Her name was Aminata Diallo, or Mina, whatever the person she was talking was more comfortable with. But she truly was helpful in the whole process, Alex. I mean, she wrote down members of the black community, allowed me to establish a relationship with them throughout the entire process, provided shelter for me during the entire stay, and was probably one of the most fascinating women I've ever had the pleasure of meeting.
Sounds like quite the lady.
She was indeed, Alex. I don't think I ever told her this, but I did truly appreciate all the help and support she provided throughout the entire thing. Like, during my night terrors, she provided sympathy, despite the fact that me, as a grown man in the Navy, a military tough man, she didn't care about any of that. She was helpful throughout the entire process when we were writing names down, and she provided support the entire time, and I'm forever grateful for that. I am truly humbled that I was able to call this remarkable woman a close friend of mine.
It's a shame we don't have the opportunity to meet her. What did happen to her?
I ended up having to return home to my fiancée, but for Aminata's sake, I decided to do this interview with you, Alex, because I wanted to spread her story, just like she spread the stories of others during her travels. From what I heard last, she was trying to, at least planning on, returning back to her home in Africa. Bayou, I think, was the village name. I'm not 100% sure on that. I did try to convince her to join our cause, but unfortunately, she chose not to help me, my brother, and the abolitionists, although we're still hopeful that someday she may or may not come back.
I want to take it that this isn't happening anytime soon, though.
I don't know, Alex. She might come back and help. You never know.
Well, I think we're all hoping she comes back someday. Anyways, I'd like to thank you, John, for coming on and talking to us. It has been truly insightful. Thanks for watching, everybody. Join us next week as we talk about slavery with Abraham Lincoln. Have a good late afternoon.